All right. So, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I've been banned from advertising on Facebook. And that's a rough thing for an agency owner to experience. But let me tell you something. It doesn't matter. And here's why. And I really want you to understand this. There's a super, super, super important lesson in this video. And Keely, my video editor, just go ahead and throw in, like, you can see a screenshot. I've really been banned from advertising on Facebook. Like Trey, the personal Facebook profile, I can't access my business manager. I can't run ad accounts. I can't do anything like that. I've created a new Facebook account, and I'm working on getting access again. But here's why it doesn't affect my agency a bit, and why I'm so confident moving into the future despite this. And I've actually been dealing with this for like 3 months, and I've literally just given up. I've literally just given up getting access back because I don't need it. And here's why. Because I've built a team. And this is a hugely misunderstood concept in the agency space. There's a really good book called The E-Myth. Do I have it over in my library? I don't think I do. No, I do. You just look it up. It's a really good book. E-Myth. Let me look it up right here just so I can get you the right title. E-Myth by Michael Gerber. And it's called Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and What to Do About It. It's the subtitle. And in the book, it talks about the different levels of entrepreneur. It talks about the freelancer, the technician. This is the guy who attracts clients, does client work, manages the books, does everything himself, and he keeps all of his margins. He gets to keep all of his margins. It's like almost a 90-100% margin, except for the softwares he uses, maybe any client attraction systems he's set up, like maybe he's paying for ads on like Upwork or something, and he keeps all of his margins. And the guy's got total freedom, total control over his business. You know, he's a very small, fast-moving ship. But the problem is, when he runs into an issue, like when one block in that chain breaks, the client attraction machines, the sales machines, the client's delivery, service delivery, onboarding, when anything there breaks, the whole machine breaks. Because he's a sole proprietor. He's a single solo operator. And so when something breaks, the whole machine breaks. And that is the theme I'm seeing with most entrepreneurs. They like the lone wolf thing. They like being the guy. They like being in charge because they're afraid to give up control. They're afraid to make their business a team, a family. And they don't see the value of leadership. They think that by doing everything themselves, they're a better entrepreneur. And I'm here to tell you that that is so incredibly false. And I can prove it to you by literally just saying, if I were still operating my agency myself, then I would be broke right now, because I wouldn't be able to run any ads for any of my clients, and I'd be broke. I wouldn't have any retainers. I wouldn't have any money coming in from the agency, no recurring revenue. And it's 3 months in now, and I still haven't fixed this. So I would be out of luck completely. And for those interested in why we got banned, it was a stupid reason. Basically, Facebook's saying that it believes we were promoting MLMs, or like multi-level marketing or pyramid schemes. It thinks we were promoting those. We weren't, but Facebook's algorithm really sucks. So, yeah. Basically, the point of this video is build a team, make your business not just about you, and actually build an organization, build a proper, get to a point with your business where you are more vested in the growth of your team than you are in the amount of money you make. Because guaranteed, you'll not only make more money, but you'll have more fun. Okay? Like I went out to Amsterdam over New Year's to visit a top student, and I actually had my team come out with me, or at least one of the team members, Sam, who's my media buyer. And he's a pretty good media buyer. Like, he's freaking good. He knows pretty much everything you need to know in order to scale. I'm just working through some mindset stuff with him. I want to fix this guy's worldview. I want him to have his own agency that cranks in like 6 figures in profit. There's no reason he doesn't, right? But what's interesting is I've seen so many people who are good at technical stuff, but they're not a business owner. So going back to E-Myth, right? There's technicians. The next level is business owner, okay? They actually own the business, and they manage and operate from a top-down view, the client attraction machines and the client results machines, and they play no particular role other than leading people and other than influencing people. These are people whose greatest skill set is their words. And that's the biggest difference between the high earners and the low earners. The high earners, they're visionaries. They inspire, they move, they motivate, they bring hope to people, and they transform lives with that hope. That's what they do. That's somebody I want to be, okay? And the next level from business owner is an entrepreneur who owns a massive stake in that business, lets the business owner operate it, and just floats and takes the cash he's making from there, puts it into other ventures, and he's basically literally just trying to take money and grow it. That's all he's trying to do. And I'm not at that point yet. I'm still a business owner. So when you hear entrepreneur, you got to check that. Make sure they're actually using it properly, okay? Entrepreneur is a big thing. That's not, a business owner is not an entrepreneur. Freelancer is not an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur takes money, puts it someplace, watches it grow, takes it back out, takes 100,000, turns it into 300, takes that 300, turns it into 500, takes that 500, turns it into 1.2 million, takes that 1.2, turns it into 3, whatever, right? And he's just taking his money, he's moving it around and letting his money work for him completely, which is not where I'm at all. Obviously, there's a lot of human input that this business requires. My time in making videos, my time in taking on clients, onboarding, training the team. There's a lot of my input, and so I'm a business owner. Okay, I'm not an entrepreneur, and I don't consider myself one really on paper. Publicly, I'll say, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, I love entrepreneurship, but really, that's a much more ascended thing than most people realize. So the point of this video is to warn you, effectively, is to warn you in thinking that you can do it yourself, because you can't. And I don't want to paint the picture with my content that I'm some young gun solo operator who's built this off of his own back. I just haven't. I've had so much help, and everybody that I know that is earning well has had the same help. They've had great help. And if they don't want to admit it, they're arrogant. and they've got a big ego, and they're afraid to admit that, what they've built is off the backs of people who love them, And that's what it is for me. Like, I have a family that supports me. They supported my decisions early on, and I'm, indebted eternally to that. I've got a team that serves the company well, and that's I wouldn't trade that for the world, right? My girlfriend supports me endlessly. She's like, Trey, you could be the next freaking Donald Trump, or you could work as a barista at Starbucks, and I'd support you, and that means the world to me, And it's these sorts of things that will allow you to grow, okay? And I just got shut down on Facebook. I literally can't advertise. I can't access it. I can't advertise. I know how to advertise. I'm a brilliant Facebook advertiser. I've spent a lot of money learning how to do it, but I'm banned from it, and it doesn't affect me. And why is that? Because I've made my business about people, not about processes. I've made my business about leading people, about investing in people, and not about being the best technician I can be. And that's a really important place to arrive at as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, okay? So I just want to make a really short video, just kind of as a warning to the beginners. Dude, as soon as you have revenue, man, start building your team, dude. And I know people say, build your team when you are capped out, and I agree with that as well. I agree that you don't need a team in the moment until you are capped out and you literally can't take on more work and you need to start delegating. I agree with that. So don't build it before you have revenue. Get revenue in the door. Honestly, get to 6 figures with your agency and immediately start building a team. A team of people that you love, cherish, and value, and that you want to see grow. One of my top students, Keaton Walker, he was actually at the apartment for an interview. You can see it on the channel. I think now he's doing $13,000 to $14,000 a month in profit, and he's partnered with one of his biggest competitors in the space, who's at $40,000 or $50,000 a month, and they're gonna move into 2020 together. They're gonna be at 7 figures by the end of 2020, guaranteed. And this is a student of mine that I worked one-on-one with. Started about 7 months ago with me, I believe. It may be 8 months, for 2 months, and. One of the things that we talked about, he was sitting here on my couch and we were having a conversation. He's like, man, one of the most valuable things, it's a really important metric in your business, how much your employees or your team members value working with and for you. That is a super important metric, because when you have people on board, when you've created a culture that is of growth, Like, literally, my team members are like, I love building the city on the hill with you. That's the name of my agency, Koa Media, City on a Hill Media, right? Like, let's build the city on a hill. Like, let's do it together. And I'm like, yeah, sweet. That's what we're doing, And the city on a hill analogy is basically, there's a lot of cities, but the city that everybody sees is the one on a hill. Like, that's the one that everybody sees because it's elevated and it's not out of view. And because it's on a hill, because it's on the side of a mountain, no matter where you look, it's always kind of in your peripheral. You're always kind of thinking about it. It's always there, right? And that's the analogy. We want to be the city on a hill, and we want to make our clients the city on a hill in their niche, in their industry, right? So, anyway, kind of an all over the place video, but I wanted to make it as a warning, and I wanted to hopefully instill in you a little bit of experience-based wisdom. Build a team, invest in them, and make it about leading people, and you will become wildly more profitable, successful, and happier doing that than you will doing anything else. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. Building a team is super important. It takes time, it takes focus, it takes a lot of patience, and but once you've done it, it's the best thing you could ever do. Okay, so all right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.